Was good, yeah. With tomorrow's Helga fusion, this video will be all about how you can get her, and also, I guess, a bit to soothe your nerves in regards to how hard it's going to be, because that's always a question of how much do you actually need to try to get her. So, if we take a look at all the shards right here, we get this exact number. We get 290. You need 200 shards to fuse her, so you're already 90 above. And then next off, you also have 20 shards from the event shop, which means you total 310, but you only need 200. Now, what does that mean? Where could you slack? The most important part, or the most noticeable part, I guess, would be spiritual altars. Spiritual altars and arrival of heroes are both summoning events, and we have exactly 5 of those, and together they come out to 90. And that number might make sense for you if you take a look at exactly having 90 above, right? So basically you can not summon at all, don't get any points for summoning, and you're still going to be able to get your Helga. Next off, we have like the easy quests, like Brave Conquests. All the Brave Conquests are super easy, you should do them, and they also give 2 ancients each, so that's 2 for 6 ancients. Next off, we have, I guess, a bit higher difficulty, and that is 3 Tales of the Smith. For Tales of the Smith, you need around 4 million gold, and that is if you sell the pieces that you upgrade. I think it's 6 normally, and if you sell the pieces you make, you only need like 4. So you need a bit of gold there to get the full shards, but also I think it is a bit less because the shards aren't like the very last reward. So Tales of the Smith should also be very easy. Now, a Corridor of Glory is going to be upgrading your heroes. If you're summoning on the spiritual altar, you're obviously going to get a lot of heroes, and then you want to upgrade those heroes. So those that are already further in the game, to still do Corridor of Glory, you might want to upgrade epics that you already have a copy of upgraded, because it's nothing better you can really do there. So Corridor of Glory, you really gotta upgrade your heroes. But especially if you play the event, you only need to do it once. So if you take the event shop 20, you can cross out 1 Corridor of Glory, because Corridor of Glories, they are really rather lengthy. Then we have Duel of Champions. Duel of Champions twice. You just need to play your arena fights. You just play your fights, get them done, and if you do it through all the 4 days, you're going to have no trouble getting to all the shards there. So overall, I guess the only really hard ones are going to be Corridors of Glory, in a sense. Arrival of Heroes we already talked about, is basically just summoning. And then a Lost Legacy, Mystery Artifacts, Lost Legacy and Vault in the sense are play Gear Rate 1, play AMR, play Gear Rate 1 and play Gear Rate 2. Also super simple, just use part of your daily stamina for it. You might need to spend a couple gems if you're really lacking when it comes to, for example, farming XP while also playing the stages. And then lastly, we have Awakening of Heroes, which is kind of like a weak version of Corridor of Glory, and Arrival of Heroes for summoning. Now, interestingly enough, for those that are really struggling, let's say we hit Friday the 5th and you're not halfway there. If you win or Arrival of Heroes, or if you win a Mystery of Artifacts, or win a Lost Legacy, or basically place in 1st to 3rd, you're getting even more shards that aren't actually named right here. I think depending on what kind of bracket you're in, it should be between like 10 to 15 for rank 1, and then like 5 to 10. And so yeah, basically keep in mind you have 110 points of freedom. You have 110 points of freedom, and even if you fuck up, you just have to invest more into Orchid's Triads and land in the top 3. So honestly, overall, the fusion difficulty of Helga is very low. If you just play every day, nothing too crazy, you're going to be able to get her. And yeah, that's already been it in regards to the Helga fusion. Peace!